The story of Moses and the crossing of the Red Sea. Long ago, the people of Israel lived as slaves in Egypt. They worked tirelessly, building cities and toiling under the scorching sun. The Israelites cried out to God day and night, asking for deliverance. God heard their prayers and chose Moses, a humble man, to lead them to freedom. Moses' calling. Moses was living as a shepherd in the desert, tending the sheep of his father-in-law Jethro. One day, he saw something extraordinary, a bush that was on fire but wasn't burning up. Intrigued, he went closer. Suddenly, a powerful voice came from the flames. "Moses! Moses!" Trembling, Moses replied, "Here I am." God spoke, "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. I have seen the suffering of my people in Egypt. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people out of Egypt." Moses hesitated. "Who am I to confront Pharaoh?" God reassured him. "I will be with you." Still uncertain, Moses asked for signs. God showed him how his staff could turn into a snake and how his hand could become leprous and then healed. Finally, Moses accepted the mission, taking his brother Aaron as his helper. Before Pharaoh, Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says, 'Let my people go so that they may worship me in the desert.'" But Pharaoh laughed. "Who is this God that I should obey him? I will not let Israel go." Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he increased the Israelites' suffering. Moses prayed to God, and thus began the famous plagues of Egypt. The water turned to blood, frogs covered the land, gnats and flies tormented the Egyptians, and many other calamities followed. After each plague, Pharaoh promised to let the people go, but always changed his mind. The 10th plague was the most devastating. God sent the angel of death to strike down the firstborn of Egypt, sparing only the homes of the Israelites, who marked their doors with the blood of a lamb. Finally, Pharaoh relented. "Go, leave Egypt and worship your God." The crossing of the Red Sea. The Israelites quickly gathered their belongings and left. God guided them with a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. But as they journeyed, Pharaoh regretted letting them go and assembled his army to chase them. The Israelites reached the shore of the Red Sea and saw the Egyptian soldiers closing in. Terrified, they cried out, "Moses, why did you bring us here? It would have been better to stay in Egypt." Moses answered with confidence, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring today." God instructed Moses, "Raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea." Moses obeyed, and the sea parted into 2 walls of water, leaving a dry path in the middle. The people crossed quickly, while the waters remained firm. When the Egyptians tried to follow, God caused the wheels of their chariots to get stuck, throwing the army into chaos. Moses stretched out his hand again, and the waters returned, covering the soldiers and destroying Pharaoh's army. The Israelites were safe on the other side. A song of victory. Filled with joy and gratitude, the Israelites praised God. Moses led the people in song, declaring, "The Lord is my strength and my song. He has given me victory. He has hurled the horse and its rider into the sea." Miriam, Moses' sister, took a tambourine and led the women in dancing and celebration, singing, "Sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously." This story reminds us that even in the face of the greatest challenges, God is with us. He has the power to make a way where there is none, protect us from harm, and lead us to freedom. Trust in him, for he never abandons his people. Did you like this video? Then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me bring more amazing content like this. Thank you for your support, and see you next time.